guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Blessing. Thank you so much for choosing to join the family and for clicking that subscribe button. I hope you have enjoyed all the videos that you have watched so far, and if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, be sure to do so at the end of this video. I apologize to all my OGs. I know you guys have, some of y'all are hilarious. Like, I had one subscriber send me a message on Snapchat like, girl, why aren't you filming videos? I thought you were back from your break. And you are so right. I am back from my break, but honestly, work has been taking over my life. 12-hour shifts constantly in the hospital. I just don't really have much time to film. And it's days like today when I'm off that I can sit down and film a video. So that's what I wanted to do for you guys. So I do apologize. Today's video is going to be an update video from another video that I did about, I want to say 6 months now, and that's my endometriosis video. If you guys have seen that video, then this is going to be an update to just kind of let you guys know what has been going on since that video, how I've been coping with pain, what has been helping me, what hasn't been helping me, just like to keep you guys updated and stuff like that. I thought it would be a good video to do since some of you guys have also actually reached out to me and asked me what I have been doing as for pain management and just what has been helping me and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to follow up with that video, and if you haven't seen my endometriosis video, then you can go back and watch that video, and then you can come back and watch this one, which is more of an update. If you don't know what endometriosis is, I explained it a little bit more in the other video. I don't want to go into it too much right now because I feel like it's just so gruesome. Like, there's no really better way to explain it other than you just feel like someone is sitting on your abdomen and just stabbing you with a knife. That's really what it feels like. And having to go through that every month during your period is so excruciating. It's the worst feeling ever. So if you want to know more about endometriosis, then you can watch the other video. My last video, some of you guys actually left me suggestions on tips that have helped you guys and things that you have done and remedies and such. And honestly, you guys, I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for those suggestions, because some of them actually worked and have been working for me. So I just want to thank you guys so much for being so open and so willing to just share your tips and just, you know, share your stories with me, because sometimes honestly I feel like I'm the only one who goes through this pain, and it's nice to know that you're not abnormal, that it's actually quite common, and it's a common thing that a lot of women do suffer from, but you just don't hear much about it. So that's what this channel is about. We're gonna talk about things that people don't like to talk about. That's what we're gonna do. So let's see, what has changed? Nothing has really changed. I still get the excruciating pain every month during my period. One thing that I was actually on birth control for for 3 months. If you guys watched my other video, I told you guys that the doctor that I had gone to see in the ER prescribed this birth control that I was supposed to take for 3 months, and I told myself I wouldn't take it. You guys, I honestly told myself I would not take it. But one day I was sitting here at home getting ready for work, and all of a sudden, like, the pain just like literally just attacked me, and I just couldn't deal. Like, I had to be carried out to like the ER again, and the ambulance, everyone came. Like, it was like I just couldn't deal. Like, I was vomiting everywhere. I couldn't walk. I was just in tears. It was just so excruciating that I ended up going back to the ER, and the doctor was like, look, just take these pills. It's going to stop your period for 3 months, and you know, at least you have some kind of relief, and then we can go from there. So honestly, that was the day I decided that I would take the Seasonic, which is the birth control pill that basically stopped my period for 3 months. Since then, I have gotten off of the birth control, and I told myself I will not be taking this birth control again. Like, I just don't want anything to do with birth control at all. And the reason being is, while I was on Seasonic, I did not have a period for 3 good months, but yet I felt fat. Like, you guys, I don't know if you noticed, if you go back on my other video, you can tell I gained a lot of weight. Like, I gained so much weight I was not comfortable. I was so moody. Honestly, I don't know how people around me were able to put up with me. Like, I was just so moody. I would get mad at like stupid stuff. I found myself like really angry, and a lot of it just had to do with like the hormones that I was on. And to be on such a pill for 3 months where you just don't have, when you don't have a period, it was just weird. Like, it was just so weird. And since I have been off of it, like, it has been hard. Like, my periods right now are not regular at all, and that's because of the birth control. Like, before taking Seasonique, I had a date. Like, there was a specific date when I knew that my period would come, and I was able to prepare myself. But since taking the Seasonique, because I was on it for 3 months with no period at all, my periods now have not been regular at all. Like, I will go 1 month, I'll have a period, the next month I won't have a period, and then I can go 2 months without having a period, and then the following month I'll have a period, and it will be for like 3 days or 4 days or 5 days, and it's just been a hot mess. I feel myself carrying tampons with me everywhere because I just don't know what's gonna happen. I know this video is a bit TMI, so to all the fellas out there, I'm sorry, but it gets personal. It's just so frustrating here. Like, not feeling prepared. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I like to be prepared about, especially when it comes to my period, because it's so painful. I like to know ahead of time so I can plan my work and just try and plan my life to the best of my ability. And since being on Seasonique, since being off of Seasonique, I haven't been able to do that because my periods are just not regular. Obviously, now that I have stopped the birth control, my periods are still painful. But one suggestion that I did take from you all, the people that did give me advice on my last video, was to kind of change my diet a bit and just eat a bit cleaner. And I must say, I honestly didn't really associate what I ate with some of the pain that I might be getting, but now it makes total sense. Like, that was honestly the best advice that I took from that video, and I have since then just changed my diet completely. And I really truly do feel like the food that I now eat, like non-acidic food, like I only eat non-acidic foods now, and that has really helped me a lot. And I just want to thank you guys for that, because I would have never thought about, you know, changing my diet. I just didn't think like the pounded yam and the fufu and the jollof rice and everything that I'm eating, you know, all the spices and everything could affect me in any way. I just thought I just have bad luck with periods. But since changing my diet and just being a lot cleaner, a lot greener, and just non-acidic period, it has really, really helped me. So that's one suggestion or one tip that you all can try if you're still battling with pain. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that my pain has disappeared, because it hasn't. My pain is definitely still there, but I find now that I'm able to manage it a bit more. I'm not sure if it's because I've had it for so long that my body's now starting to get used to it, which is really bad to say, but I think it just might be starting to get used to it, because I've refused to take birth control, and also I have refused to do the surgery. I actually went and saw my gynecologist, and she suggested that I go and have a laparoscopy. Laparoscopy is basically a surgery that they do. They make a small incision in your belly button, and they go in there with like a little microscope and like a little microscope and a tube, and they try to clean out the lining around your uterus or any scarring that might be caused from the endometriosis. That's what they try to do through laparoscopy. They just go in there with a little tube, a little microscope, try to see what's going on. And also through laparoscopy, they can tell you what stage of endometriosis you are. But I already know what stage of endometriosis I am. I am at the highest stage, which is why I have so much pain. I just don't want surgery. And the reason I don't want surgery is, one, I'm scared. Like, I'm scared, I'm not gonna lie. I am terrified of surgery. I'm terrified of needles. I'm terrified, but I'm a nurse. Crazy, right? I'm terrified. I don't mind doing things on other people, but do it on myself? no boo. I'm terrified of surgery. I just don't want it, and also because I know it's not going to be a permanent fix. A lot of people that I've talked to that have had laparoscopy, and even my doctor has told me that I have a 50-50 chance of it actually working and solving my issue. He told me that it will probably come back within 2 years. So I don't want to go through all that pain just for it to only last for 2 years, you know. Like, I want something that's going to last and that's going to stay, that I can maintain and just do on my own. And I've really found that just eating clean, as you guys have suggested, has really helped. And honestly, you guys, Tylenol is all I take right now. Like, I only take Tylenol, and I've also decided to change my mindset. Before, if my period would come, I could always tell when it was coming, because you just automatically feel the excruciating pain and you're like, oh yeah, that's my period. And I would automatically just like lock myself at home, not bother going out, not bother doing anything, not, you know, bother trying to see people or anything. I would just stay at home, cry, roll around in my bed, have no clothes on, because I just can't have clothes on when I'm on my period because I'm in so much pain. But now I'm like, you know what, period or no period, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to continue with my day. And I find that when I'm busy kind of interacting with people, I don't think about it as much. It's there, the pain is definitely there. Like, sometimes I'm like holding my stomach, but after a while it kind of dies down. And honestly, Tylenol has been, I carry Tylenol with me everywhere, especially if I'm on my period. I carry it with me everywhere. This is the Tylenol that I take. It's just a regular Tylenol extra strength. I take 2 of these every 4 to 6 hours, basically whenever my pain is about to kick in. It honestly has just been helping. I'd rather take this than take this. This is the birth control pills. I'd rather do this because I just don't want birth control. I honestly just rather be on Tylenol than be on Lolo or Seasonic or any other birth control out there. I definitely know Tylenol is not the healthiest thing for you. It can definitely affect your liver, but I'm not like taking it. It's pretty much monthly thing. It's just like people who take Midol, you know, it's the same thing, pain relievers. Same thing for the same purpose. Tylenol just works for me. Midol no longer works for me. I think my body's just so immune to a lot of these medications that some of them really just don't work for me. I don't take T3s. I only take T3s if it's like super painful. Obviously for T3s, you know that you do need a doctor's prescription. For me, I'm a nurse, so it's easier for me to get T3s if I need them. But I don't take T3s because you obviously cannot operate machinery when you're taking T3s, so you can't drive, you can't go anywhere because it's going to knock you out. But the Tylenol does make me kind of drowsy, but it's not to the point where I just can't drive, or it helps the pain. That's the main thing. It helps the pain. And like I said, honestly, I think that the older I'm getting, the more I'm learning to deal with it, the more my body is just kind of dealing with it on its own, because I have been on so many things, you guys. I have been on so many birth controls, on so many pills, on try this, try that, do this, do that, and I think my body's just finally had enough. And now I'm just going back to my lifestyle changes, like eating healthy as you guys have suggested, and taking Tylenol for pain, and just really changing my mindset. I think a lot of it too has to do with my mindset, just not letting it take over my life and actually just going out and doing stuff. I'm actually on my cycle right now, and I'm only 2 days into my cycle. So for me to be able to sit here and record a video and not be crying and not be rolling on the floor, and I have actually gone out today, I have gone grocery shopping, to me that is huge, because before I wasn't able to do any of that. Like the entire 7 days of my cycle, I will be home for the 7 days straight, because it's not just like the first day is usually like the most painful, but the second day is just as painful, the third day, and it's usually by like the 5th or 6th day that it kind of starts to die down for me. But lately it's just been it's just been a different, like, it's been more manageable for me. So if you're still struggling with pain, my advice to you is either, if you want to have the surgery and you feel like it might work for you, then I would definitely speak to your gynecologist and just see if that's an option for you. If a laparoscopic surgery is an option for you and you're comfortable doing that, then by all means do it. But if you don't want to have the surgery and you are okay with birth control, the only birth control that I would suggest to you guys is Lolo. And the reason I suggest Lolo is because unlike Seasonique, the one that I was on, Lolo, you still get your periods, but they're just shorter. Like, if you're used to having your periods for 7 days, if you're on Lolo, your period will only be like 3 or 4 days. But it wouldn't be painful. So Lolo was a good birth control. I don't know why they didn't put me back on that one. I also did not request it again because I totally forgot about it because I've been on so many things, as I've said. So Lolo is definitely a good birth control to be on because at least your body is still on its natural cycle. You know what I mean? Like, you still get your periods. I will definitely, you guys, not suggest to be on a birth control that stops your period for a long time, like the one that I was on, which was Seasonique. If your doctor tells you to get on Seasonique, I need you to run away from that office. I need you to get up and just run and be like, no, doc, I'm not getting on this, because honestly, your body is not meant to go through a change like that. Your body is not meant to not have a period for 3 months. Like, you need your period, you need to ovulate, you need to have those different changes, you need all of that. So for them to stop mine, it was like the worst thing that could ever happen. And that was around the time where I took a break from YouTube because I just was not feeling good. Like, I felt like Mike Tyson. Like, I wanted to fight everybody. Like, I was so angry and I was just fat and overweight and I looked like I was 6 months pregnant. Like, no joke. Like, it was just not a good time for me. So I would not suggest being on a birth control that stops your period completely, because that's not normal. That's not what your body's supposed to do. If you're going to be on birth control, be on something that either shortens it and makes it less painful, or just don't be on birth control at all. That is really my advice to you guys. And also changing your diet. Definitely trying to eat non-acidic foods can definitely help. Eat a lot cleaner. Fruits, I know a lot of fruits have acid in them, but there's some fruits and stuff that are non-acidic, so just do your research. It's really all about doing your research. And lastly, change your mindset. Try not to be cooped up at home. Try to still do things. Going out for like 2 hours, try to do that. Just get a bit of fresh air, a bit of human interaction. Just being involved with someone else can actually, you know, put you in a better mood. Not thinking about the pain so much, you know, just being around other people can definitely help. I hope this video was helpful. If there's anything I left out, please let me know below in the comment section. And as you guys, please keep giving me video suggestions or anything that you'd like me to film. I will totally do that, and I will keep doing the more girl talk videos that you guys don't give up. That's like my biggest thing. Do not give up. I'm here for you guys. I know endometriosis, it's hard. It's so difficult. You feel like crap every month. So don't give up, you guys. Do not let it take over your life. And still just keep pushing through it. We're gonna get through it. We're endo sisters. To all my endo sisters out there, it's gonna get better. Just try changing little things at a time. If it's your diet, change that. If it's your mindset, change that. Anything you can do, do it before you resort to surgery. If surgery is the last thing that you have to do, then do it. Anything that's going to help you feel better, that's going to get you feeling healthy, do it. That's all this is about. It's for you to feel healthy, for you to be able to get up every day and go to work like everyone else. Yes, we don't have regular periods like everyone else, but we can still live our lives. So I don't want you guys to give up. I don't want you guys to get frustrated, even though it's the most frustrating and the hardest thing ever. We can still be there for each other and we can still fight through it. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you on my next video. God bless you guys. Bye.